Good evening, folks. I'm Hugh Janus, and welcome to another edition of Interviews with Foreigners. Tonight, we'll be talking to the Australian singer, songwriter, and musician known as Schprocket, a talented individual who I've been keeping an eye on for some time now, and as it turns out, he's not the one who's been sleeping with my wife. Hello, Schprocket, and welcome to the show. And congratulations on being the first Australian we've interviewed here. Oh, and don't forget to speak slowly so we can understand the accent, if you would, please. Schprocket, can you hear me? This is Hugh Janus, live from the United States.
G'day, Hugh, how you going, mate? Sprocky, he can't be here, so he asked his old mate Dave, that's me, Dave Bogan, just call me Bogues. He asked me if I'd sit in on this interview because he said it wouldn't take too many brain cells. Still trying to figure that one out, mate, yeah.
I see. Well, this is a little unusual, actually quite unusual. So you're not Schprocket then?
No, mate, no. You can't call me Schprocket. Boguesy will do, alright? Thanks.
Aha. Alright then, Mr. Bugsy, Bogus, whatever. I'm the host of the show, Hugh Janus.
Well, Mr. Janus. Janus. Sounds like Uranus.
Yes, quite humorous, Mr. Bugsy. But you can just call me Hugh.
Oh, Hugh. Yeah, alright, Hugh. We've got a Hugh. You seen him, he's Wolverine. Yeah, that's our Hugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, sir, you've never actually done an interview before, have you? In any case, one of the questions I had for Schprocket was, what is his favorite type of music?
Galileo, Galileo, Galileo. No, actually, forget all that shit. Yes. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye?
Mr. Bugsy, if you could just kindly tell us instead of acting it out, it would be greatly appreciated. Sprocket's favorite type of music?
Oh, sorry.
No problem, I guess. So, favorite type of music?
Oh, look, mate. I mean, you're talking about Sprocky. Oh, sorry, mate. I thought you were talking about the Bogues. Yeah. Nah, Sprocky, mate. He's into all kinds of shit, He likes rock and roll. He's not much of a headbanger though, I think he's a bit of a pussy himself. And he's into this electronic music shit. I mean, what the beep is that, eh? What is that?
And again, I see, I think. So, tell me, Mr. Bugsy, does Australia have any other musicians, or is it just Schprocket then?
Oh, mate, you're asking about other musicians, shit, eh? Olivia Newton-John, Lords. I reckon we got Lords somewhere along the line. I mean, we got Sam Neill and Crowded House and all them. So I reckon, yeah. Oh, and then there's the guy with all the different names, and Dino, and Combo Bob, and Toadman and Buster. Now, last two, those guys live in this very state, mate. How's that? Bonza!
Interesting. Not very, really, but more than expected, you know. So then for a small island, Australia actually has quite a few musicians, singers, songwriters, whatever. I'm quite surprised then that your country has never actually had a band put out any type of songs or albums that, you know, were actually played on the radio or anything, eh? Or at least not that I'm aware of. At any rate, it's just about time to wrap this up, I think. Unique as it's been, I think it might be time that we just close this thing out and, you know, move on. It has been real, though.
Alright, mate. Well, I hope you got enough good information. I think Schprocket would be pretty happy with the job his mate Dave done for him. On him, to him, with him. Yeah, whatever.
No doubt, Dave, or Mr. Bugsy, or whatever. And thank you so much for being here and explaining so politely why Schprocket apparently decided to stand us up.
No worries, mate. See you later. Rock and roll!
Of course, and a hearty rock and roll right back at you, mate. And so ends another sort of interesting, not very in-depth, and I think you'll agree, quite unique interview with a foreigner. Or a foreigner substitute, as the case may be. I guess. We have, out of concern for our viewing public, tried to shorten up tonight's interview as much as possible. We hope you'll appreciate that. But be sure and join us next time for another edge of your seat, in-depth, interesting interview with a foreigner. And remember, if you're a foreigner and think you're even remotely interesting, write to us here and explain to us, you know, in 10 English words or less, why you should be a candidate for an interview on our show. Thank you for being here. I'm your host, Hugh Janus, and this has been another episode of Interviews with Foreigners. Stop back next time. See you later.